Hi, this is Robin with Heirloom Paper Creations, here today with a free tutorial. This is part 1 of 2 of the Open Envelope mini album. And as you can see, I don't even have the album put together yet. We're going to do that together. But you can get an idea of how this envelope the book works. So we're going to create a series of envelopes, and when we open the pages, we will have one side that has a pocket and the other side that has a flat space that we can put some journaling on. And that's pretty much the pattern for the book. The last page, if this were the last page, I would have oriented it this way, so that you actually have 2 pockets on the very last page, so that we create a flat back for the album. So let's make a page. So you're going to start with first is an 8x8 sheet of paper. And if the pattern doesn't matter, just cut an 8x8. If the pattern does matter, you need to realize that this project is worked on the diagonal. So if you need to cut a pattern that goes from point to point, you'll need to cut your 8x8 out of a 12x12 sheet of paper so that you can orient the pattern correctly. So I've chosen this to be my top, so I'm then going to turn my paper over, and I'm going to put a series of marks on my paper. So from the side corners, I'm going to measure up 4.5 inches and put a mark. And the same from the other side, 4.5, and put a mark. Now I'm going to turn my paper counterclockwise, and I'm going to start from the top point, and I'm going to mark at 3.5 and 4.5. And I'm going to turn my paper one more time and mark at 3.5 and 4.5. And the reason why I'm doing this, let me orient my paper back to the top, here's my top, is so that when you come from this corner to here, you go 4.5, and when you come from this corner to here, you go 4.5. So then I'm going to take my ruler and go from each 4.5 to 4.5, and then score. Rotate counterclockwise and do the next 4.5 to 4.5 and score. Rotate counterclockwise one more time and go from 4.5 to 4.5 and score. Now reorient your paper. This is the top. And so now fold the sides in on those score lines. Here. And this side. Use your bone folder to get a good crease. Now on this bottom one, you can see the line that we're going to score on. There are no score lines here, but it will, if you just kind of hold it there, it will fold up. And then score there. Okay, so we've created. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold down the bottom part again, and we're going to put some double-sided tape along just the edges. I do want there to be tape right up at the tip, and then remove the tape backing. And fold it up. So now you've created your page. Now remember what I said when I started this, that this is my back page. So I have all of these that open with a pocket and a flat. This very last page I wanted to open 2 pockets before I punch. And then I have my bind it all set up. I have it set where I wanted it, and I can just make sure I'm going to punch the right side. Excuse me, well, it's the correct side because the punches are actually on the left side of the pocket. Okay. So now we have all of our pages done. So you will do the book that I put together here has 6 pages. So do as many pages as you want or that you have binding for, and come back for part 2 and we will finish up the book.